Eskom implementing stage 6 rolling blackouts nationwide. The power utility says the escalation of rolling blackouts will continue until further notice. This follows multiple unit trips at the Camden Power Station in Mpumalanga. For more on this now, let's try to get an understanding of what is going on. Energy Analyst Professor Azwimpheleli Maphweli speaks to us now. Prof, thank you so much for your time. So we're talking about multiple unit trips at the Camden Power Station in Mpumalanga. How did we get here? I was getting so comfortable with, having the electricity on whenever I needed it to be. We were kind of quite hopeful that things were going well. Now, from yesterday's, was it stage 3 to stage 6 this morning? How did we get here?
Good morning to you and the viewers. This was not expected from my point of view, because Eskom released their summer outlook in August last year. And according to that summer outlook, we were not supposed to have load shedding, and at least until the 31st of March, because the outlook went as far as the 31st of March 2025. And on the 2nd of February, they then indicated that outlook was still relevant and still valid, and they were expecting a number of units to come back to life. And now with these trips, there isn't much information in the public domain in terms of what are the causes and all that. I'm sure the minister will get into those details. But what I have noticed is that there has been quite a lot of rains in the past 2 weeks, and trips can be caused by many things, part of which is extreme weather conditions, such as the rains with the thunderstorms and lightnings and things like that. And they can also be caused by failures within the generators themselves, or errors within the generators themselves, or some errors in the transmission lines. So depending on what is the actual cause, we will then hear from the minister. Eskom has now released further information in terms of the load shedding. We will be in stage 6 load shedding until 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and then it will go down to stage 4 load shedding from then, and then 5 o'clock on Wednesday, it will also go down to stage 3 load shedding, and thereafter it will go to stage 2 load shedding. Looking at that schedule, one can actually tell that Eskom has also run out of generation reserves. They are busy replenishing reserves between now and 5 o'clock in the morning. And ideally, they should be taking the country down to stage 3 load shedding tomorrow morning. But they're being cautious when they say they will be going to stage 4 load shedding, because they don't want to replenish reserves and then immediately start digging into those particular reserves. So that is the situation that we have at the moment, and one can only predict that the biggest challenge came with the rains, because they are talking about the trips.
Yeah, and certainly looking at a tweet from the electricity minister to Ramakgopa, indicating, of course, that he will be giving an update. We'll get a clearer understanding of exactly what happened at 11 o'clock this morning. But if we look at what the summer outlook, as you've alluded to, by Eskom had indicated, from where we are now, well, it certainly doesn't look like we're going to have a good week ahead. Is this any indication of what the winter months would look like, or am I jumping the gun?
Eskom is busy with the maintenance of about 7,500 megawatts. And that is in preparation for the winter outlook. We're also expecting about 800 megawatts to come from one of the power stations up in Limpopo to be returned to service. And if this maintenance program of about 7,000 megawatts becomes successful, we will see about 4,000 megawatts coming back to service, plus the 800 megawatts from the power station up north, and then that will then mean that the winter outlook might be better, depending on whether nothing drastic like what happened now with the trips happens in winter as well. So I wouldn't say the winter will look very bad. I would say it might look better in winter going forward, depending on what happens with the maintenance program.